Yeah, this is the two most important tips on how to improve your writing as much as possible, as fast as possible. What's another buzzword? Epic, uh, bar none. I don't even know. The point is, here we go. Number one, read as much as you can, as often as you can. I hate reading. I really don't like it. I'm very slow at it, but iron sharpens iron. If you're going to do something that requires writing, like screenwriting or novel writing, you got to be reading stuff. Not just old stuff, contemporary stuff, because writing evolves. Especially true for screenplays. You got to understand, current stuff that's out there, how they're formatting it, the kind of stories they're telling. The idea being, you read enough. It's just like an athlete getting conditioned. You sort of get used to it. You get sharper. You get better at it. You get more efficient at it. And all the sort of technical, non-creative stuff ends up in the back of your mind. So you have, play time to just be creative. That's the goal. So, once you get sharp, once you get in shape, it gets a lot easier. But yes, reading is annoying and I dislike it. But if you're going to be writing, you got to be reading. Yeah. Tip number two, writers groups, workshops. They're incredibly important. Even if you're, a solo, live in your hovel, don't interact with people kind of person, you got to be able to test your material, and you don't want to waste, a favor or connection or a possible job by having something untested out there. Writers groups are a safe environment to test ideas, test your material, fix your story, but also you're reading their stuff. So it's the iron sharpening iron, but it's also you're using a different part of your brain, the analytical creative side of your brain, which is sort of an oxymoron where you're helping fix people's problems with their stories too. So it's a whole thing. It's kind of what a TV writer's room is. I know that doesn't really translate well to feature writing or novelists or even drama necessarily, but yeah, everybody in the mix, with the aim of perfecting something, getting something in its best possible shape. It's a good deal. It's nice once you're a little bit more advanced in your writing career, your writing journey, whatever, to sort of curate your writers group a little bit more, have specific people read for specific stuff depending on what you're trying to do. But any writers group at the beginning is better than no writers group at all. You need a way to consistently test your material, but you also need to be able to think critically about other people's material. Yeah, that is what it is. Bad news is there's no shortcuts. You got to do the hard work, because that's really what writing is. Writing is hard. Writing is hard work. It gets easier. It gets simpler. Once you get into sort of the zone and the way of working, once you get in shape for writing and reading, it goes way easier. But at the end of the day, you just got to put in the steps. You got to put in the time. You got to put in the seat time. And that's everybody has that moment where, oh my God, what I've created is terrible. It's not always going to be that way. You have the ability through iteration, through testing, through writers groups, through, discipline and repetition and just time to make it better than terrible. And that, I feel like, is everybody's goal, is better than terrible, maybe one day great. That's what it is. Read and write, read and workshop. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you next time.